What? Parker's birthday? Oh yeah, Parker's birthday. Oh, you want to hear about Parker? Well, yeah, he's been a good boy. Um, I'd say he's probably my favorite son. In fact, I think probably definitively I can say that he's my favorite son. Yeah, he's never given us really any problem or any worries. We just love him dearly. He's a pretty wise kid. I used to call him Solomon because he had a lot of wisdom, and uh, overall he's just great. So happy birthday, son. We love you.
I suspect there's going to be some really great things that happen this next year for you. And 26, this is golden. This is great. So, Parker, I love you so much. I hope you enjoy this video.
Happy birthday, Parker. 26 years old. We were given a couple of choices of questions that we could answer for you. And since I'm the mom, I looked at them and I thought I'm just going to do briefly each one. So the first one was, what does Parker mean to you spiritually? And Parker means a lot spiritually. He is he has a knowledge and wisdom combination, and he researches things out. He's a great teacher, and since he was very young, he has meant a lot to me in our fellowship meetings and just in our discussions around the house. Just very deep thinker, so I really appreciate that. Another question was, what is a favorite joke that Parker might have told us? I don't have a favorite joke that he's told us, but Parker has a unique charm about him. Even when he was young, if he was getting in trouble or irritating his sisters, I would go to correct him. He would always turn it into something funny and make me laugh. So anyway, he has that special charm to diffuse any situation. And then the third was just what is a birthday wish for Parker's 26th year? And I thought about that a lot, and I think that I wish for Parker contentment. Even though we try to better ourselves and to do more and be more, there's something great about being content, and there's a peace that comes with that. So I wish for Parker on his 26th year a life of contentment and settlement.
Hey Parker, happy birthday. Sorry for the terrible lighting in here. I'm upstairs in the women's quarters at Brownstown, which is actually where I spent my first night after offering for the work on your birthday 12 years ago. One thing I'll just tell you maybe is how much I appreciate your support of the work and the workers. We talked some about that in Ecuador. But anyway, we need people who are kingdom-minded, and I appreciate very much your support of us in our endeavors. So keep thinking about the kingdom and living for that, and hope you have a really great year ahead. Love you.
I can tell you one thing I love about Parker. One thing I love about Parker is how he is the big brother that I never had. Oh, actually though, I just, like, he teases me, which I love, and I can tease him back, but then I also know that he always has my back, which is really cool, which is what a big brother would do. And then also I love how spiritually strong you are. I know that it's done a lot for me, just in our conversations, and just watching you, just watching your spirit, watching your example. It's really encouraging, and it gives me a lot of strength. So thank you for that. Also, one thing I also love is how good you are to my sister, of course. So thank you for that. I'm glad. I appreciate that I can always know that she's safe with you. So thank you.
What is one thing that I appreciate about Parker spiritually? Everything. That is actually how we started our friendship at the Tasling. It was just a few, but we had some really edifying conversations and debates about things in the Bible, things, just controversial topics, and about our faith. And because of Parker's willingness to discuss all those things, then and through our relationship, I feel like I have been encouraged by him to read my Bible and to know it and to just appreciate being closer to God. So I'm really grateful for that. And I love having a best friend who loves to talk about God with me. So, what is my favorite joke that Parker has told me? I don't have a favorite joke, but I love the way that Parker tells me jokes. He will get so jazzed about a specific joke, and then he'll tell me the whole joke, and I won't quite understand the punchline, and then he'll realize that he forgot a really important part of the joke, and so he'll backtrack and tell the whole joke over again, and I end up laughing partially at the joke, but mostly at just the way that he told the joke, and he just keeps me laughing. I love it. My birthday wish for Parker in his next year is that he would find contentment and joy and peace in whatever he's doing. And I hope that whatever this coming year brings, that I get to be right next to him for it all.
I just wanted to tell you that I really appreciate how much you read your Bible. It's very evident by the little revelations that you often get and share with us, and I really appreciate that. And second, we were asked to tell about a joke that you've told us, and I can't really remember jokes, but something I like a lot is that you showed me exactly how to fold my shirt and my underwear and my socks and put them in my suitcase perfectly. And I really appreciate that, actually.
Parker's birthday video, take 27. So Parker, what I appreciate about you in a spiritual sense is that I know that you are an honest, praying man. You've been a great influence on Madeline in the last 2.5 years. And I just know that any decision that you make in the future will be directed by God because you're seeking His counsel, and that brings me a lot of comfort and peace since you are dating our daughter. So while I can't remember any jokes that you've told me, I know I laugh a lot whenever you're here. It's always fun, and I do have a joke for you which reminded me of you. So what did the thesaurus have for breakfast? A synonym roll. So in the next year, I would like, I have 2 wishes for you. One would be that you would take care of that problem with your mom's shoes, because every time we play Farkle, you tell me that she needs a new pair of shoes. So just go ahead and do it, would you please? And the second thing is that I hope that you will come and be with us often. We love when you're here. We love the spirit that you bring into our home. So I love you, and I hope you have a great golden birthday and year ahead.
Happy birthday, Parker. In terms of how you've encouraged me spiritually, you were a big help to me while you were at Drury, and I was thinking about starting in the work, and I loved our conversations. It just seemed like you were a big help to me when I needed it, and I hope that you have a wonderful birthday and a great year ahead. Thankful that we can trust that whatever God has planned for us will be the very best. So I hope that you know all the joy of doing God's will this year.
Happy birthday, Parker. It's been way too long, but happy birthday. It's fun to hear updates about you and how things are going from your folks when I see them. It sounds like life in the North is cold but good, which is great. What is one thing about Parker spiritually that I appreciate? I would have to say that I really enjoyed and appreciated the late night talks with Parker and my sister when we were at Drury, and getting to just talk about God, dig into our belief and strengthen our faith. That has meant a lot to me, and I think it's also helped because of Parker and how open you are with just talking about God and wanting to have those conversations. I feel like that's really helped
me do the same thing in some of my other friendships that I've had in Colorado, and it means a lot, and it's really nice to have peers that will talk about God. So thank you for that. I appreciate you. Keep on keeping on. What is one Parker joke that is my favorite? Did you hear about the tree's birthday party? It was a sappy one. It's not a Parker joke. I can't think of a Parker joke. Which shows I have not been around Parker for long enough recently. But I hope you like that one. And what do I wish for Parker in this coming year? We just heard at convention a lot about continuing and the importance of continuing. So continue, stay faithful. I've enjoyed the little line from one of our hymns that says, abide and sing praises. I feel like that's a nice thing that we can purpose to do each day, but then really for the year, and it will make the year better. And also stay creative, stay innovative, chase after your dreams. Don't be afraid to do new things. You never have been, and I don't think this year will be any different for you. So go after those things and be sure and run any of those ideas by people who have a slightly more critical mind, so that you don't create something like electric underwear that would shock you. So every now and then just run an idea by a dream crusher and you'll be good. Hope you have a great year. Happy birthday, Parker.
Hi, Parker. We are so happy that we get to share your birthday with you. We're just sorry you can't be in Springfield, but we want to wish you the happiest of birthdays. We just want to tell you how much we appreciate you and what you mean to us and to our family. We appreciate being able to meet with you on Sunday when you went to Drury, and we just appreciate everything that you represent. We are thankful that you are such an accountable, fine young man.
Mr. Parker, we do appreciate you and hope you have a happy birthday. I can't believe you're 26 years old. Just wanted to tell you again how much we appreciate your part in meeting through the years and how faithful you were. Have a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Parker. We miss your little string bean self. We hope everything is going well with you. We sure miss you in meeting. And I hope that your life will be happy with this person that you see occasionally. And I hope you like your new job.
Sal, do you want to say something?
Yeah. Hey, Parker, how you doing? We miss you. Miss your your sense of humor. Hey, miss having you around, buddy. You gotta come visit us sometime.
Very good.
Favorite joke that Parker tells? Well, Parker doesn't really tell me jokes. He tells me about jokes. And he gets about 3/4 of the way through the joke, and then he decides that he wants to tell the joke. And he backs up and he tells the joke. And it's not funny because he already told me about the joke. Which is funny. It's more funny than the joke. That's how Parker tells me jokes. What I really appreciate about Parker is that as far as spiritual conversations, I never have to worry about what I can and can't talk about with Parker spiritually. I can kind of talk about whatever I want, and I know he won't judge me for it. And if I'm like kind of working through a thought, I can just blurt it all out and it can sound all dumb, and then we kind of like work through it together. What is a birthday wish that I have for Parker? I wish that your day is filled with chicken enchiladas and leftover lasagna, because you said that lasagna is better the second day.
I can't think of any jokes that Parker has told me, but I appreciate, and it makes me laugh sometimes, how unapologetically enthusiastic Parker is about so many things. One of my favorite memories of Parker so far in our friendship is when he and David and I were sitting in the living room talking mostly about spiritual stuff, but Parker was sitting in his, I think, like Captain America sweatpants and maybe a Captain America sweatshirt, and he had the hood down over his eyes, and he was just getting really like excited, and he was like leaning back, and I just remember him being like, "Oh, God is so good," and I just really, I don't know, that kind of sums up why I think Parker is cool.
My favorite thing about Parker spiritually is his inclusiveness of his spirituality into his everyday life. It requires a little bit of context, but back when we were in college as roommates, I would always ask him to tell whoever he was going to go see hi. So if he was headed home for the weekend, tell your parents hi. If he was headed over to a friend, even if I didn't know him, tell him I said hi. But one night, like a Wednesday, he was going to church. So I told Parker, tell Jesus I said hi. And Parker, instead of his normal sort of going along with me, oh yeah, definitely, I'll tell him hi. He looked at me and he was like, dude, Jesus is here. You can tell him hi yourself. And that always stuck with me. I really appreciated that one. My favorite joke of Parker's was one that came out of the monarchy from England, so like the Crusade time, because Parker's got a lot of historical knowledge. So this joke goes, where did the king keep his armies? In his sleeveys. Parker, for the next year, I hope that you're able to make the biggest difference that you can in whatever you're trying to change.
Happy birthday, buddy. Pleasure to know you. Glad to call you one of my bestest bros 5 ever. That's one longer than 4 ever. And I hope you have an awesome birthday and another trip around the sun.
Hi, it's Parker's birthday today. He's 26 on the 26th. How about that? Really? Don't you think we better sing him a song? Yeah. You got your music there? Yeah. Well, let's get the pitch here. Well, that's a little bit off. How's this better? Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Parker. Happy birthday to you. And now you're 26 on the 26th. So you'll be, next year you'll be 27 on the 27th, right?
One of my favorite jokes that Parker ever told was when he was wearing a tie, like this, at convention, and he started racing the 2 parts. He's like, it's neck and neck, it's going, it's gonna be, it's a tie. For Parker's next year, my birthday wish for him is that when he sees the end of Infinity War Part 2, all of his dreams come true, and everybody he wants to still be alive is alive. Something spiritual I appreciate about Parker is he's very self-reflective about his spirituality and his service, especially to the kingdom, and I really appreciate that self-reflection because it inspires better self-reflection in me, and I like hearing his growth in his spiritual maturity.
My favorite joke that Parker ever told was more of a time that he messed up a joke. So Parker had 2 jokes he wanted to tell. Both of them were about a psychiatrist's office. He was so excited to tell the second joke, he completely butchered the first joke. The first joke goes, a man walks into the psychiatrist's office and he says, hey doc, I've been dreaming back and forth these 2 recurring dreams. One night I dream I'm a teepee, the next night I dream I'm a wigwam. Teepee, wigwam, teepee, wigwam. And the doctor says, you're too tense. But Parker was so excited to get that joke out of the way so he could tell the second joke that he goes, and the doctor says, you're too stressed. I'm sorry. The thing I really admire about Parker spiritually is that he is a capital T truth seeker.
I love Parker, and I wish him a wonderful birthday. Have a good year, and you need to visit us again, please.
Happy birthday, Happy birthday, Parker. Love you. Have a good year.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Parker. Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Parker!
Happy birthday, Parker.
Happy birthday, Parker.
Happy birthday, Parker.
I wish you a wonderful happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Parker.
Happy birthday to Parker and the 19th Amendment. Happy birthday, Parker.
I love you and happy birthday.
I love you, Parker.